Oh, hello. It's me, Soul from Glumpsepticeye. I don't really normally do reaction videos, especially on this channel because it's kind of dead and I just want to do no more shit. But I wanted to react to Master Training Gamer Gaming's new Sonic video that recently came out, where he 100%ed Sonic Lost World. And funnily enough, I did 100% Sonic Lost World, and it was fucking awful. Uh, I've watched little bits of it, so I don't know much what he can mention. But I'm feeling pretty sick. I have a bad sore throat, and I just wanted to like record something. Anyways, let's begin.
Sonic Lost World released in 2013 for the Nintendo Wii.
I'll try not to like pause so much to the point where it's gonna become annoying. I just wanted to do a quick reaction video. Nothing much, just felt like it.
And was then later re-released in 2015 on Steam, bringing with it a whopping 100 Steam achievements to unlock. And I'm collecting every trophy and every achievement in every Sonic game, so I decided I wanted it as part of my collection. And guess what? You can't see any of them! So I went in blind, and it wasn't long before I discovered which monster was responsible for such a ridiculous number of achievements. After beating the first act, I found everyone's favourite robot helper, Omochao, and they have a request for me apparently. Being the stand-up human I am, I wanted to help, but this was my downfall. Over their time in the series, all Omochao has ever wanted to do was to help people. But it wasn't that simple for them. You see, a lot of people find Omochao annoying, and so Omochao was beaten, kicked, thrown off cliffs, spin dashed, punched, shot, and just outright abused over their time in the series, and it would appear that at this point in time, Omochao is absolutely and utterly sick of everyone and everything. So in an act of vengeance, he has locked me into performing deeds to satisfy his crazy demands. And what are these demands exactly? It's menial labour. So after jumping...
I know much about menial labor. Wait, hold on. Is that shit illegal? Cause goddamn, Sega made a crime right there.
Into Windy Hill Act 2 and meeting everyone's favourite villain, Zavok. Yay, Zavok's here.
Woohoo! The Deadly Six. They are the worst character in the entire Sonic franchise. Changed my mind.
I beat my first mission for targeting 4 Orbinauts at the same time. Ah, cool. Okay, these are the achievements. Log on. Oh, please tell me the achievements are all based around his missions. Oh,
they are.
No.
They are.
That's right, Omochao isn't messing around, and to get all the achievements in Sonic Lost World, we'll need to finish the list of 100 inane, irritating, and frankly irresponsible tasks. And when I say Omochao isn't messing around, I genuinely mean it. Because in order to complete this list, we're going to need to do all of the following. Collect roughly 33,000 rings.
I didn't know actually that you need to collect a total of 33,000 rings. And the most annoying part is you need to like wait until you get another mission that involves ring collecting. That was like the most annoying thing about Sonic Lost World. 100% good. That is, you just need to wait for Omochao to give you another mission after you've completed one. And it's so garbage. It's so garbage.
Jump 360 times, beat over 1,100 enemies, often with specific methods, utilize every power-up to collect even more rings and beat even more enemies and do other stuff, complete 9 levels without losing a life, and then another 9 levels without even taking damage, and then take down every final act boss without taking a hit.
That one is actually not this bad because all of the bosses are piss easy. Minus the Egg Dragoon.
God damn it, Omochao. And at the end of the level, we get an item for completing it. Cool. Fun fact, I never learned what these radar things do throughout this entire playthrough, and I still don't know what they do, so let me know in the comments. Omochao sets up another task to replace what we've just done, so I decide nice and early that the best bet for me is to continue progressing the game as normal, but to go back to levels when needed to make sure I've always got missions to complete. Windy Hill Act 3 is a speedy, twisting tunnel level that could likely trigger someone's vertigo, but it's also a great place to get go for a spin for spin dashing for 2 seconds straight.
You can also get to a single planet, a small planet, and then just spin dash. So you can get all of the spin dash achievements. So how many spin dash achievements are there in Sonic Lost World? I can't remember. You would spend the entire time spin dashing for 17 seconds.
Nice. I'm really still trying to figure out how to control this game. Sonic just feels really weird in comparison to other games.
Oh yeah, he does.
We ripped through Windy Hill Act 4, grabbing Ring Saver for getting 500 rings and beating Zaz, one of the weird little antagonists of this game. Something quite nice is that one of Omochow's other missions here is to collect 750 rings, so you can progress both the 500 and 750 ring missions at the same time.
I didn't know
at this
that was
point,
an
you
option.
might be wondering why I'm only doing 3 missions at a time. We can only have up to 3 active at any point, and Omochow decides what you have to do next. So we truly are at the mercy of this robotic megalomaniac. Next, we're introduced to Desert Ruins Act 1, which is a level you should get very familiar with if you're going to go for all the achievements in this game, because there is so much you can do here, including getting an extra life pretty early on, giving us the achievement 3-ups for collecting 3 plush Sonic heads, 1-up icons in levels. Soon after is Act 2, one of the few pure dash levels akin to the Mark Speed sections in Sonic 06, but with more control and honestly less fun. You can still use Sonic's main attacks. Locking onto multiple enemies allows for homing attacks, but Sonic can also kick enemies away, which helps with armoured enemies. We can also do it to regular enemies, and we do this with the bees and get the boot for kicking an enemy into another enemy, before later collecting that total
That
of
plays the
750
perfect
rings. Secret rings. Hey, nice reference. Nice reference.
It's not a great reference, I'm sorry.
Our next 3 missions are running 10 meters across a wall, destroying 50 enemies, and finding a hidden room with the Indigo Asteroid. Did I mention that Wisps are back? Yeah, they're back for some reason, and as usual, they're a bit hit and miss. Certain levels have...
They literally left at the end of fucking Colors, and yet Sega said, let's bring them back!
Wisps available in them for unspecified gameplay reasons, and there are plenty of missions involving Wisp usage, mostly to collect rings or kick butt. We find our way back to Windy Valley 2 as there's an Indigo Wisp there, and if we travel far enough, a wormhole appears that we can enter. Find the bonus room. Cool, nice and simple. Omochow gives us the most inane mission yet. Jump 30 times. And then we head to Desert Ruins Act 2, or Desert Ruins, which is a pretty sweet pun. I'll see myself out. There are plenty of enemies here as well, so we're attacking and kicking them like we would Omochow in other games. And not only do we get up, and away for jumping those 30 times, we get 50 enemies for beating 50 enemies. That is a disappointing achievement name. There are red rings to collect here, by the way. Each level has 5 red rings, and I actually don't know what you get for getting more of them. There is so much to collect.
Apparently you get Supersonic. Apparently you get Supersonic. I just didn't bother to collect the red rings because if there are no achievements, then I might have ended up wasting my fucking time
in this game. And it's a good thing I like collecting things because I'm going to be collecting creatures in Evomon, published by...
Alright, let's skip.
Video. Now it's time to beat the Zeti of this area, Zomom, who is just a walking, talking food pun device, really. But more notably, we must traverse Desert Ruins Act 4, which is yet another level you'll be returning to a lot if you complete these missions. So many are best completed here. And to prove our point, we get homing in for defeating an enemy with a multi-lock on homing attack. See, when you're targeting certain enemies, the rings multiply and you do a more powerful homing attack. And it lets you do more damage to things. Perfect! Final hit, homing in. Awesome, awesome. Story-wise, Sonic screws the pooch by destroying Eggman's chances of controlling the Zeti, and the robots are taken over by Zavok. Yay, my hero! And we unlock the next zone.
Yay,
but first,
Zavok.
it's back to Windy Hill to get achievements. Running along the wall in Act 3 gets me The Ground is Lava, and collecting 10 rings as a Cyan Laser gets me 10 Cyan Rings. Act 2 lets me get climbing practice for climbing 5 ledges with the parkour system, and Wall Jumper for doing a wall jump. Upon receiving the rewards, we get access to the first of 4 frustrating missions, the Black Bomb missions. Omochow wants us to use the new Black Bomb Wisp to destroy an enemy.
The Black Bomb missions are so stupid. Like, okay, cool, it's a new Wisp, but like, why is it logged behind completing the fucking missions? Certain missions exactly. Is it still like you're in a place and you just got there and they're like, hey, we're just introducing this new cool thing, would you like to try it out? You're like, sure, and then be like, alright, do 50 push-ups. Like, that's stupid, and it's one-time use.
Sounds pretty easy, right? But it has to be with the explosion. You see, not only is it tough to get the explosion to work where you want it to if you're using this, as enemies are pretty erratic and move around, it's a one-shot. You only get limited access to Black Bomb Wisps as a reward for certain missions in the Steam version, whereas it was a Miiverse item in the Wii U edition. So if you mess this up, you've got to do some annoying work to get another chance. Luckily, I'm pretty good at this game. Oh, god damn it! God. Oh man. Yeah, I was kidding, and yes, I hear you all cry out. Skill issue. Look, it's not all doom and gloom, as at the end of this mission I get small bonus for getting 3-point bonuses at the end of a level, but still, I'll need to wait for another Black Bomb to get another shot. And more frustratingly, it means until I get that next Black Bomb, I can only have 2 achievable missions active at one time. After crushing 10 pieces of terrain with an Indigo Asteroid for Rip Up the Place, I found myself very irritated and decided to look up how to get Black Bombs and came across something interesting. If you didn't know already, Sonic Lost World on the Wii U actually had 3 pieces of DLC. Most memorably, the Legend of Zelda DLC, where you played a little adventure map and Sonic was dressed as Link.
Oh yeah, and the Yoshi level, where Sonic plays a level themed about Yoshi.
There was also a Yoshi-based level, which was really cool as well. Those DLCs are not on Steam, owing to understandable licensing issues, Nintendo being protective of their IP, blah blah blah, etc, etc, in the middle. But the third part of the DLC is still here, which is the Knights Boss Rush level. You play easier Knights-themed versions of each mini-boss, which is really cool in of itself, as there are some awesome lighting effects and really cool designs, but once you've beaten it, you get a little reward. There it is, Black Bomb! So you can infinitely farm them, it just kind of takes some time. That's awesome. I'm really happy that's a thing, because otherwise this was
well, you have to collect
there we go.
10,000
achievement
points
unlocked
every single time.
Thank God. It turns out there's something else you can do with the Black Bomb missions, but we're going to save that for a little bit later. First, we use part of Sonic's parkour moveset to move across the ceiling, unlocking Acrobat Extraordinaire, before progressing more of the story, running through Tropical Coast, besting Master Zeke, and taking on the first part of Level 4, Frozen Factory, before we pop ring collecting for accumulating 1,000 rings for Omochao. There's a dumb cutscene with Sonic and Tails arguing, because, you know, they tried to add stakes to this game for some reason, before we return to Desert Ruins Act 4 to tackle 2 missions. So beating enemies by bouncing is kind of tough, because if you're not careful it locks on and does a homing kick. If you can get far over him it kind of works, but I'm still trying to work out the best method for this one. Also the Drill Wisp. If I keep doing this and going in and out, Drill Jumper, 5 times. But Omochao has a trick up his sleeve. Oh, not another bomb mission. 3 enemies with 1 bomb. Who hurt this robot, man? I popped to Windy Hill to finish my bounce kills for an ounce of bounce, and then we use the Indigo Asteroid to get 100 Indigo Rings, before returning to Frozen Factory to ruin Xena's nails and try out a supposed piece of tech. Now, apparently Act 4 of Frozen Factory supposedly has something like cool you can do with Black Bomb missions. It makes them much easier. Yeah, okay, right, it's these ice blocks. Under certain circumstances, they get counted as enemies, so if I turn into the Black Bomb, yeah, there we go, I got points for the blocks and it counts as enemies, so that's the 3 Black Bomb kill mission done. Amazing, that's so much easier. Oh, also the spin dash kill mission. I wasn't expecting him to hit that. Nice, nice. I headed over to Desert Ruins Act 4 for Drilled, where I killed 10 enemies as the Yellow Drill, and then head over to Tropical Coast to collect rings as the Orange Rocket, before Omochao made a mistake in his nefarious wrongdoings. Or 50 rings at the end of a level. Oh, I can get a clean sweep. If I do Act 4, yeah, I can get all 3 at once. Yeah, nice, nice. First, I get to the drill section and stay as the Yellow Drill for 30 seconds straight for the achievement, A Will to Drill. Awesome. And I'm really close to the 1250. Yeah, Deep Pockets. Yeah, the naming's mostly pretty good on this. Yeah. Now, I was also given a mission to finish a level with 50 rings, so as long as I don't screw up Zolom, we're golden. Yeah, the 50 zone, nice. Is the treble, is the rare treble. Screw you, Omochao. As revenge, he tasks me to beat 75 enemies, collect 50 rings as the Red Eagle, and then another 100 as the Magenta Rhythm. You have a loving the Magenta Rhythm. Luckily, next zone in the story, Silent Forest Act 1, has the Crimson Eagle, so I sweep through that achievement and make sure to murk as many enemies as I can whilst doing so. Omochao is clearly worried about my skill as he throws in a new task. Beat Zaz in the world's final zone without getting hit. Interesting. This is Final Zone. Is that like Final Zone in the game? Oh, that's Magenta Rhythm. Alright, let's get it. Silent Forest Act 2 is a weird Crash Bandicoot style level, but there are plenty of enemies. We get the 75 enemies achievement with ease, and learn to work Magenta Rhythm Wisp so that we can get 100 Magenta Rings. Magenta Rings, all done. Such a filler. Such a filler achievement. A lot of these feel like filler, to be honest. Unfortunately, with the achievements being tied to these missions, the whole experience is starting to feel a bit drawn out, and on the tedious side, especially with only 3 missions being available at any one time to complete. There's at least some fun in Silent Forest Act 4 with some stylish looking sections thrown around for fun.
Oh,
After
yeah.
completing that level, a secret act in Tropical Coast popped up, so I tried it out. Collecting heaps of rings and 1-ups, this allowed me to pop 6-ups for getting 6 lives before I cleared the entire world of Sky Road, all 4 acts, only getting rings to spare in Act 4. Oh look, Zavok's here! Yay! Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. Oh, why isn't he dying? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Oh, yeah, okay, cool, and he's dead.
Oh yeah,
That
I
took
was
me
wondering.
longer than it really should have.
I was wondering about that too. Like, when I was at that boss fight, I was genuinely confused. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Apparently, you just need to wait for your lock-on to just finish it. That's it. You just throw them off.
Oh lord. Next up is the final main world of Sonic Lost World, Lava Mountain. And in Act 1, I go for the achievement Clean Zaz for beating Zaz without taking damage. Okay, so I'm going to waste time here because I remember that the Red Wings spawn in like weird places and it's easier to get them early. There we go, that's number 5. And let's take Zaz down. No achievement. Huh. I didn't get hit though. Did I misread this? Yeah, it turns out I misunderstood or misread or something. Look, I'll blame someone else for that. But essentially, instead of it being in that final zone, it means the final zone of each world. So yeah, I quickly run back to Windy Hill Act 4 so I can slap Zaz in the teeth. It grants us Clean Zaz, and that means that we can get back to having 3 achievable missions each time. Yeah, you thought me had me, didn't you, you little robotic bastard? Lava Mountain Act 3 is a tough level in general, with a mix of 2D wall climber sections and 3D enemy batteries to run through, but to get some red rings, you need to do a long wall run section. Luckily, I've got a mission for wall running, so yeah, I should probably learn how to do that properly. There we go.
By the way, you can literally cheese this level by going up into the roof of these walls, and you can just literally cheese the game with that. It's the most stupidest shit ever.
Go wall runner, and I'm dead, but I got wall runner, yay! I have a final face off with Zavok, who grows massive and tries to show me he's a boss, but he's actually just terrible at life, so he dies to a few small blocks hitting him on the noggin, and we have the actual final boss. This is so easy. Oh, I forgot how easy this was. Zavok was
It was rather difficult. So, okay, yeah, sure, it is piss easy, but like, it actually gave me some challenges for the first time. When you're playing it for the first time, I mean.
genuinely harder in Sky Road. Like, the only thing I've got to worry about is the clap. Oh, hang on, that's not what I meant.
You can figure it out.
Don't Google that one, guys. Don't. And there we go. That is Lost World beaten. And this, yeah. I was really hoping that I remembered it being on the worst side of life. I just remembered it wrong and stuff, but nah. So now that the game's been beaten, I've got access to every single level I need to complete Omachow's stupid list. And we've still got 64 missions to go. Let's get this done. I spin dash for 5 seconds in Windy Hill Act 1 to get spin dashing, and then also clear the level with a total of 75 rings for the 75 zone. Next, Omachow asked me to beat a level without dying, and also to beat Zomom in Desert Ruins Act 4 without getting hit. Well, let's get a 2 for 1, hey. No death, no damage. I wonder how the achievements actually pop up like this. There's the first. Oh, cute, it's stacked up. Nice. I get Indigo 20 for spending 20 seconds in Asteroid form, which for reference you can only do in the bonus rooms, before heading to Tropical Coast to get Medium bonus, which we can get for getting 5 small bonuses at the end of a level. I'm going to go for the 4 targets for the homing attack mission here too as well. Might as well. There, target homing and flourish. Oh, it's beautiful. Kind of nice when you get the hang of this combat, actually. It feels alright. Now, the reason I'm here is you get fired out of the cannon to the gold capsule. You just got to aim it properly. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Next we hit Desert Ruins 1 for 5 wall jumps before heading up Act 2 for a couple of things. Okay, so this is an easy kill level for the 100 enemies mission I have. There, 100 enemies. That was so easy. And that's the final red ring for this world. I wonder what happens. Ooh, I get a Chaos Emerald. Oh, okay. Oh, I can turn into Supersonic, right? That's going to make the end game so easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, another Black Bomb mission. Thanks, Omachow. This Black Bomb mission from Omachow is a little different. You get to be the bomb for a bit before it explodes, and so for 50 black rings, we're going to need to collect 50 rings as the black bomb before the explosion. Luckily, this is very simple in a certain part of Act 1 of Windy Hill. There's a section near the middle of the level with lots of rings in a row, so turn into the bomb and just roll through them all. 50 black rings! Thank God that was only one attempt. I figured this would be a lot harder, actually, yeah. And 100 zone for beating the level with 100 rings. Ooh, 1750 rings. Jump 100 times and beat
That's kind of painful.
Master Zeke. Oh, it's a triple again. I seriously get so excited when I can clear 2 or 3 in one run. It just makes this whole process so much quicker. You should never do unpaid labour like this, especially for someone like Omochao. Tropical Coast Act 4 has plenty of shiny yellow circles that we need, so I quickly pop Ring Gatherer and jump a bunch for up, up and gone before taking on Master Zeke. I remember Zeke being a bit of a Zickhead, so I'm going to test something. So I should try and use these items, right? So if I shield, so do I need to not get hit or not take damage, right? So, because it says damage, but it could mean not get hit. No, I got hit and still popped the achievement. So yeah, it truly is no damage. Good to know. Oh,
I didn't know that.
oh, that was achievement 50 as well. I'm halfway there! Yes!
Congratulations.
Yes. Next up is Peacemaker,
Another
one of the more
50 to go.
interesting missions in collecting rings, by the way. There's a lot that you can get. This Xenofight is ridiculously easy. So 2 multi-lock homing attacks mess up her hair enough that she runs away, allowing me to pop Clean Xena and the 150 zone at the same time. Since I was collecting rings, I went for one of the toughest red rings in the game, Silent Forest Act 3, which is also a great area to do any wall jumping challenges. After about 10 deaths, I finally got the red ring and got to the end of the level, which meant I could focus on my missions again.
You see, this video is certainly interesting to me because there are ways that I could have done my run better. I just didn't know it.
Got the 200 zone for clearing Silent Forest 1 with 200 rings, and after 2 more runs, 3 zone life for beating 3 zones without death. We then had yet another Yellow Wisp mission, so I went back to Desert Ruins 4 to get Ringmaster for 2,250 rings,
Yay,
and Drill Jumper
Ringmaster!
Extraordinaire for jumping in around like it's Sandopolis. Next was Desert Ruins 1 for a big boost to the 200 enemy kill mission, as this has the most enemies in any single level, and it's really easy to boot as well. It's also great for spin dash kills, which I need for quite dashing. I popped over to Sky Road to grab more red rings and take down strings of enemies, unlocking the achievement for 200 enemies. Why are the achievement names like kind of wishy-washy? Like, quite dashing was a cool pun. 200 enemies, like, just boring. I grinded out the last few red rings in Sky Road and Lava Mountain, meaning I only have 2 Chaos Emeralds left. I'm excited to see how Supersonic handles in the game. I popped 9 ups for collecting 9 1-ups, the 250 zone for beating a level with 250 rings, and Ringleader for getting 2,500 rings. Oh, guys, I just thought of something. There's a lot of ring collecting missions here, and if they're kind of all blending together, but like, I don't know the names of them. What if one's called Ring King? What if I'm about to do Ring King again for the 4th time? I mean, this just feels like Forces Ring King as well. Like, it really does. God, I really don't want to do this. We've got to kill Zora in this level, and honestly, I don't know if I've said it, but Zora is my least favourite. I know I clown on Zavok, but I hate Zor. Like, I physically recoil with cringe when he talks. That's how bad he is. Luckily, we beat his dumb face in seconds, unlocking he's a Zor loser before showing off my Sonic skill.
Like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
By wall jumping.
Fun fact, the achievement didn't pop up, but it didn't count in my list. Oh, yeah. Sonic lost the world moment.
10 times. I hope I'm doing a good job of making this video entertaining, because these achievements are Omochao has put in are just variations of the same stuff, and it feels monotonous, man. Like, you know it's bad when it's making the Sonic Forces trophy list look fun. I smashed Frozen Factory Act 1 to get red rings without taking any damage for the achievement 3 clean zones, traipse along the walls for a while to get the nicely lanes It's all about speed, and go back to Windy Hill to rinse and repeat killing enemies with the Indigo Asteroid for nothing can escape. Desert Ruins Act 2 is my next playground for 2 achievements, the Bouncer and Large Bonus. So we're at this level for bouncing on 30 enemies, and Large Bonus for getting 8 at the 8 bonuses at the end of the level, and this level is perfectly poised for both. If I face away from the enemies, bounce kill him, and then throw myself off a bridge. Repeat. Beautiful. The Bouncer. Well done me. Now, super fun fact about the achievement, the Bouncer. 2.4% of Steam players have got this achievement. And what's fun about it is we're now at the point that every single remaining achievement in this game has 2.4% of players beating it. So when you get to this mission, when you get to this point in the achievement list, most people just complete it from here. It's really interesting. So let's take the secret cannon. See, I looked back at my
footage. It is, now that you mentioned it.
This is really easy when I got the red ring here. So, yeah, super easy.
Oh wait, I do remember, hold on. I do remember seeing that and being like, wow, this game's achievement list is fucking dead.
Large bonus. Awesome. I lined up 6 motorbugs for the Locksmith achievement, which was actually trickier than it looked, and I made a beeline straight for the Cyan Laser to get laser guided for murking 20 enemies with the Cyan Laser. All the while I hoarded more rings than Smaug for Ring Collector, and then we start on what could be one of the hardest achievements in the game. Zavok Havoc for taking down Zavok in Sky Road Act 4 with
there are harder achievements in Sonic Boss where just gotta be genuine, but yeah, the Zavok Havoc is kind of bullshit.
I'm taking it.
Oh wait, actually, no. Now that I think about it, Zavok Havoc is not really this bullshit. So, like, the hardest one I can mention is Scrambled, which is defeating Eggman without getting hit. Otherwise, there is, fucking 4050 rings. The 350 zone. Well, actually, no, the 5 clean zones. Yeah, I'd say that.
Here. My previous attempt was not good. I did not vibe with this boss, if I'm honest, so I made a couple of stops prior to collect a secret weapon. Okay, Emerald 6. Ah, yes, final Emerald. Good to know you don't get achievements for getting more. I feel like you really should.
Oh my
I'd really
God.
like to redo this achievement list, actually. Okay, so Sky Road Act 4. Let's get it. Alright, I'm going to lose my rings if I do this, because I'm not paying attention. So, Supersonic. Alright, game on. Let's go Zavok, you little bitch. This truly is the easy way around this boss. You're invincible, and as long as you don't fall off or waste time getting into the edge, you're fine. There we go, that's Zavok Havoc. I was kind of dreading this one, but nah, that went well. Good cheese. Omochao, you are just wasting time. Give up, son. I decided that since well, good
Wait,
cheese.
what did I say?
Omochao,
Why don't you get yourself a teddy bear?
you are just wasting time. Give up, son. I decided that since we'll inevitably get one of those missions for the Eggman boss, if we do get that, I will make that the final achievement of this video. But first, more missions, and they are getting trickier. Rolling around at the speed of sound has a wonderful name, but has you spin dash for 10 seconds straight with
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to
without
go,
stopping,
got
including
to
jumping.
follow my
Luckily, the tube
rainbow.
levels are adept for this one if you spin around them but slightly push forward at the same time. Next was the 300 zone for completing a level with 300 rings, the phenomenally named spin and win time for beating 30 enemies with the spin dash, collecting 3,000 total rings for shiny rings,
Oh, yeah.
and blast off for jumping 250 times. It's a bit of a shame that Omochao's missions are just time wasters at this point. Collecting rings and doing deathless runs makes sense, but jumping 250 times and going back to levels to wall jump 10 times are just monotonous at this point. At least the next achievements, 5 zone life and 5 clean zones, actually felt entertaining because you had to be careful in certain sections. Well, until I remembered that I could just melt the entire thing with Supersonic and not have to care. But I feel like I'm complaining, but this is just a grind.
I've been
At first, it was
I've
stuff
been,
that you just got
I've
through
been
playing,
careful
beating
with
the
those
level,
past
but now it's
missions
just
for a
crazy.
while.
Yeah, maybe I should have.
I didn't know that you could get
Super
Super Sonic in
I've
there.
got the issue. I just want to be done now so I can start on my next platinum run. After I cleared 250 enemies, we came to our next achievement, a wall jumper for doing 20 wall jumps. And this one was actually cool. So I've tried doing more wall jumps in my normal spots, but there's not enough to actually get 20 in a row. And I was thinking about it, and I have an idea for where this works. Lava Mountain Act 3 has 3 boss fights, and the final one is versus everyone's favourite, Zavok. Yeah. During the Zavok fight, we jump up these blocks and bounce the TNT to hit him. Yeah, there's a wall climb section, and it's really big. And I reckon this is where we can hit the 20. Alright, we're looking good. Here we go. No, oh no.
Oh, here?
Oh, okay, right, my bad.
Oh.
Back to 1. Here we are. Okay, it's 20. It's not popped. Oh, it's not popped. I've just got to get... Huh? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, it pops when you get off the wall jump. Okay, awesome. A wall jumper, complete. Awesome.
I was
After an
wondering,
actually
like, where do
interesting,
you get
challenging
that?
mission, Omochao puts us back to his regularly scheduled bullshit. I hit Frozen
This is
Factory
terrible
4 to
work,
kill 100 enemies to death and finish a level with 350 rings. Fun fact, doing this as Supersonic isn't a great idea owing to ring consumption, but instead we can use the Sky Road Secret Act to gather an insane amount of rings thanks to Supersonic's ring ability. We crushed the 350 zone and hit almost 4,000 rings, so a quick stop in Desert Ruins finishes an ocean of rings whilst we kick all manner of things in the face. Soon enough, Kicker gets unlocked, and we don't have to kick enemies again unless it's on our own terms. We return to Windy Hill for 50 Cyan rings, which is arguably the simplest place to get it, and pop over to Act 4 for some asteroid terrain destruction shenanigans, popping Destroy the Place. We're so near the end, but I did just unlock a black bomb for that Cyan laser mission, so I think I've got another black bomb mission. Yeah, okay, 5 enemies at once. But it is a level 4 bomb, so I should be able to do that trick in Frozen Factory again, right? So,
Yep.
Is this gonna be alright? Oh, it's an explosion, okay. Big black bomb, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. They've taken down the Black Bomb missions, and Omochao is frustrated
Stop ribbing,
and throwing
please.
everything he can at us, but he's at his limit. We only have 7 missions.
wait, hold
rated.
on, what did
He's
I
throwing
say?
everything he can at us, but he's at his...
I wish Billy Hatcher became a franchise and not you cunt of a hedgehog. And as much as it is sounding like a insult, seriously, so please consider remastering or remaking Billy Hatcher. I I can't read the rest of it. It's cut off.
Limit. We only have 7 missions left. We hit Desert Ruins Act 1 to get both our ring and kill count up, as we need to take down 300 enemies and collect 4,500 rings, but also for Crimson Flight, where we need to fly for 30
Oh wait, actually, now that I think about it, Crimson Flight is a bit of a tricky one.
seconds as the Crimson Eagle. So I tried this before and it failed, but it seems there is a specific spot that will let you do this flight one. See, about the Wisp, if I activate it here, well, I fall, right? But if I use it now, I can reach this set, yep, and then get the flight. Oh, I missed it. Okay, right. We can retry. We have the technology. Yeah, that's much more stylish. And we're getting that continuing chain. Mission 76, Crimson Flight. Yes. Next is our final drill mission, Yellow Drill Master for 20 jumps. God, I hope this is the last time I have to play this level. You just gotta go in a circle, man. Like, this is a joke. I'm kind of over this. 300 enemies for beating a boss. That's actually kind of dope. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Nice. I head to Tropical Coast to get 50 rings as the orange rocket, unlocking 50 orange rings. And once we turn that mission in, Omochao gives us his final request. Okay, that's mission 100. As I suspected, beat Eggman in Lava Mountain. Oh, the finish line's in sight. I headed to Silent Forest Act 2 as there's a simple magenta rhythm section with lots of rings. If you just hammer the jump button, it keeps giving you rings. I used some death shenanigans to reset, and soon we got 200 magenta rings, and not long after that, 4,500 rings for 4,500 rings. Achievement 99. Why did they give that a cool name? Actually, it wasn't, I mean, look, it actually wasn't Ring King, so, yeah, I think I came out on top. And this brings us to our last achievement,
I guess it's
Scrambled, for beating Dr. Eggman without taking any damage in Lava Mountain. It's the final hurdle before Omochao can go away. Okay, no supersonic, no items, just me, skill, and this egg-shaped man. The fight is pretty simple. There are 3 main attacks, a bullet barrier attack that starts straight but varies to be wavy, a sideways laser that you need to jump over repeatedly, and the clap attack which requires correct jumping timing to avoid. It's once a first and then twice later. Oh man, that's stupid of me. Oh, I should just quit out. Nah, actually, let's just die. I'll restart.
You're gonna get...
Battle starts again. Let's go. Got the jump. Nice. Alright, the waves are coming. It's so simple.
You can pay attention to the sound.
Jump. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Yep. That's it. Eggman down. Where's my achievement? Where's my f***ing achievement? Oh. So it turns out with these boss attack missions, you have to do it first try. If you die and restart the fight, it still counts as you getting hit. I never discovered this as I one-shot all the other bosses before. You grimy little bastard. Alright, couldn't just let me have it, could you? I went back through the fight, now knowing the jump timing and executing it pretty much flawlessly. First jump. Second. Alright, time to die. And there we go, Scrambled. We completed the Lost World achievement list. Oh,
hey,
achievements.
Hey, you maybe ask, okay, let me give you guys a quiz. What reward do you get for completing all of the 100 missions in Sonic Lost World? Is it a bonus stage that is basically just a celebration of you 100%ing? Is it 2 a challenger mode, or at least like a expert mode? Or is it C? Nothing.
It's done. I never have to play this game again. Alright. Well, let's see what Omochao has to say for himself. The mission's complete. That's it. He's run away. Oh, there's no reward. You little bugger. He's completely run away.
Yep. He literally just gives you nothing.
Actual coward. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, rude. And that's all there is to it. Sonic Lost World, the only title so far where all of the achievements are exclusive to Steam. As you can tell, I didn't particularly enjoy this grind, and I really don't recommend doing it unless you want to be a completionist. Thank you so much for watching this. For the next
I am a completionist, sadly.
Episode in this series, I will be back on the PlayStation consoles, and rather than tease you any longer, I will just let you know I'm playing Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. I'm really looking forward to replaying this one. So that's the next Sonic Platinum. Will that be my next actual Platinum video though? I'm not sure, it all depends on timing, because I've got something planned for the start of September I'm really excited about. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again to RedDeer.Games for sponsoring this video. And now if you want to see a video with a really good set of achievements, check out my Sonic Unleashed video.
Oh, okay, I need to play Sonic Unleashed. I still have a copy of Sonic Unleashed on my shelf right now. But yeah.
Or click the other one on screen for another great Platinum run or Sonic Challenge.
Alright, and that's it. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one. I actually had a lot of fun. I actually had fun reacting at that video. Also, also if he does see this, he might okay, I'm just gonna put it on screen, but he might see this big Sonic video that I made. That it's just 2D Sonic. I'm making 3D Sonic right now, but like, so though, just want to point that out that I'm not copying his idea. I didn't know his channel existed at the time, and that he did the same thing just with PlayStation. Again, I just prefer Steam. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be a short second channel video. Emphasis on short. Anyways, bye bye. I'll see you guys in probably the main channel or something else. I don't know. I have nothing prepared. Anyways, bye bye.